Dear students, today we are going to discuss about PLA. What is PLA? That is Programmable Logic Array. So, it is a type of integrated circuit and it comes under the programmable logic devices. And in this case, we can configure this PLA. That means it has got programmable AND gates followed by the programmable OR gates. And it can be configurable by the user, that is it is user configurable, and we can implement logic functions using this PLA because it can configure AND gates or it can program OR gates. Okay, actually the AND array in the programmable logic device gives the product terms in the logic function, and the OR array gives the sum terms in the logic functions. So usually we are taking the sum of product form, that is SOP form of the logic function for implementing it with the PLA. Okay. For a PLA chip, the number of inputs to AND array and OR array are fixed. So if we are taking a particular PLA chip, then in that case the number of inputs and number of outputs are fixed. Okay. So usually we are saying that if there is M inputs, then there will be N AND gate inputs and there will be L output of for OR array. Okay, that means it is usually specified by the term M and L, that is M is the input, N is the output of the AND gate and L is the output of the OR gate. Okay, all will be sometimes different. Okay, so basic structure of the PLA is given that this is it mainly contains an input buffer, AND array, OR array. Apart from these three, it contains invert or non-invert matrix and output buffer. Okay, let us see. Suppose PLA has n inputs, M AND gate array outputs, then L outputs. Okay, let us see. X0, X1, etc. up to Xn minus 1 are the n inputs that is given to the input buffer. Usually input buffer is like this. Okay, you can see here that there is one input and it is output of the input buffer is 2, that is one is A and other is A bar. Okay, actually this is obtained by this logic operation, that is two inverters are connected in series and the output of this series combination is A, the output of the first inverter is A bar. Okay, so this input buffer is used to produce inverted and non-inverted form of the input. Okay, so at the output of here we will be getting, if x0 is giving, we are getting x0 and x0 bar. Similarly we will be getting for x1 and x1 bar. For xn minus 1 we are getting xn minus 1 and xn minus 1 bar. Okay, so these outputs will be given to the AND array. So what is the function of this AND array? This AND array will give you the product terms based on our equation. Suppose we are having the equation AB plus AC. So it is an SOP form and AB is a product term, AC is another product term. So in the AND array, A and B inputs are multiplied, then we will be getting an output AB, that is corresponding to P0. And next product term is AB plus AC. So AC is the next term. So A and multiplied with C is given to other AND gate. So its output is AC. So P0 and P1 are the output. So here there will be three inputs, A, B, C, and we will be taking the product terms, two product terms. Okay, so this is the AND array output. Actually the AND array gives the product term, so we are denoting it as P, that is product, that is P0, P1, etc. up to Pm minus 1. So it will be different from that of N. Okay, or sometime okay, that is why we are giving N and M are the suffix. And next is a OR array. What is function of this OR array? It will give you the sum of these product terms. So sometimes we need equation AB plus AC. So P0 and P1 are the inputs to OR array, then P0 and P1 will be added. So P0 and P1 will be given as input to a single OR gate. Okay, so we will be getting the sum term, that is why we are denoting it as S0, X1, etc. Sm minus 1. Sometimes it may be SL minus 1. Okay, product terms may be different. It is not the same as that of Pm minus 1. Okay, then that sum terms may be given to the invert or non-invert matrix, so that we will be getting inverted output, and then it will be passed through the output buffer, so that we will be getting the output y0, y1, etc. up to ym minus 1. Okay, That is the thing. That is the basic structure of the PLA. Okay. Now let us see. We have gone through the structure of the buffer, input buffer. Next, what is the section AND array? How we can implement AND function that is shown in this array. That is shown in this figure. That is in this case of AND array, there will be different inputs to the AND array. That is x0, x0 bar, x1, x1 bar. You can see here that the input to the AND array is x0, x0 bar, x1, x1 bar, etc. up to xn minus 1, xn minus 1 bar. So that is the input. Okay. And from these inputs, the AND array will take the particular input lines based on our logic equation. Okay. So these are the input lines. This is x0, this is x0 bar. Similarly, xn minus 1, then there will be xn minus 1 bar, like that. And these all are connected to the AND gate. Okay, these inputs are connected to the AND gate. So we are denoting it as, these all lines will be connected to this input line. Actually, there is no practical connection. The connection is established with the help of a series connection of diode and a fuse link. You can see here, this is a fuse link. If a connection is needed, then fuse link is joined. That means there will be a fuse link. If there is no connection needed, then the fuse will be burned. That is shown here. So it is opened. Fuse is opened. Okay. So whenever the fuse is opened, there is no connection. Whenever fuse is there, then there is a connection. That means here you can see that x0 is connected to this line. Okay. Actually, this line is connected to an AND gate, and here there will be an AND gate. Okay. Here also everywhere there will be an AND gate. So based on the equations, we have to select a particular input line. Okay. First AND gate line will give you the first product term. Second AND gate line will give you the second product term. Similarly, last one will give you the last product term. So based on the equation, you have to notice, you have to connect the fuse link. Okay. So here I have taken x0 is connected to this line and x1 is connected to this line. So this AND gate product output P0 will be x0 into x1. Similarly, there is connection also. Okay, diode, if suppose if VCC is connected, if diode is forward, there is a fuse link, then VCC is connected to this x0. That means x0 will be obtained at the P0. That is at the AND gate. Okay. So this is the way we are programming the AND array. Sometimes the connection is joined. Sometimes there will be horizontal and vertical lines. There is no such a diode connection shown, and we have to indicate it with a cross mark. So that we will see in the problem. Okay, example problem. Okay. So each AND gate has all the input variables inverted and non-inverted form. So each AND gate will be passed to, there is inverted and non-inverted form of the input, and all AND gate, here there will be an AND gate, all AND gate will have this inverted and non-inverted form of the input. And these inputs are connected to VCC through the series combination of diode and fuse. These inputs are connected to the VCC like this, a series combination of diode and resistor. Okay, fuse link. For generating, that is, all the fuse links are intact in unprogrammed PLA, and for generating a particular product term, unwardened fuse links are opened through programming. So whenever a particular product term appears, we will be programming this connections by burning of the fuse. If there is no fuse, if there is no need of that particular input, then we will burn that particular fuse. So it will be opened. Okay. Next is OR array. After the AND array output. So here there will be AND gates at this end. There will be an AND gate, and the AND gate output is P0, P1, etc. up to Pm minus 1. That will be given to what is at the input of the OR gate. You can see it from the structure. Okay. So actually this OR array and array outputs are given to the OR array, and P0, P1, etc. up to Pm minus 1 are the outputs from the AND array, and these are connected to VCC through the series combination of transistor and fuse link. So again, in the case of OR array also, this OR gates will be connected to OR gates has all the connections of P0, P1, etc. to Pm minus 1, and it is connected to the OR array with the help of a transistor and a fuse link connection. In the previous case, in the case of AND array, we are using diode and transistor. Instead of that, in the case of OR array, we are using a transistor and a fuse link connection. Based on our need, we will be burning the fuse, or sometimes it will be keeping there. That is based upon the adding terms. Okay. So needed product terms will be connected to the OR array through the fuse link, and others will be eliminated by burning of the fuse. Okay. So let us see this is our structure. Suppose x0, x1, etc. up to xn minus 1 are the input, then it will be giving to the input buffer. So the output of the input buffer is x0, x0 bar, x1, x1 bar, like that you can see here. And this is a single horizontal line, and then we will have to take the product terms. So we are joining these lines with AND array. This is AND array. There will be P0, P1, etc. up to Pm minus 1 AND gates. So this represents the AND array. Based on our need, we are programming it the AND array. So in this AND array, that is the output of P0 is x0 into x1. So you can see that here the connection is there. That is why it is marked with the cross. And in the case of P1, this is x1 bar and x2. Okay, so similarly, we based on the equation we can program it. Okay, so then the output of this AND array will be giving to the OR array, so that P0, P1 and Pm minus 1 are drawn vertically down, and we will be programming it to the help of OR array. That means an OR gate is given here. We are drawing the AND gate and OR gate with a single input, and we have to indicate the cross mark for the particular input. Okay, so here you can see that in this OR gate, what is inputs coming P0 and P1, so this will be odd. That is the output of this first OR gate is P0 plus P1. And in the case of second OR array, we are giving the input as Pm minus 1 and P1, so its output is P1 plus Pm minus 1. Like that we can program it. So here clearly indicates the OR array and also the OR array and also the AND array. Okay, so this is the logical function implementation using the PLA. For doing the problems, if you are giving the question, you have to first prepare the truth table, then you have to make equations. After making the equations, you can directly draw this PLA diagram. Okay, so here is an example. Consider a truth table. Actually here truth table is given, and implement the logic function y1 and y2. So you have to implement y1 and y2. So what are the outputs y1 and y2? So first of all, what you have to do is you have to find the equations for y1 and y2, because you have to implement y1 and y2. So let us make the equations for y1 and y2. Either you can use the truth table method, or directly you can write it from the truth table. Okay, sorry, either you can use the K-map method, or you can directly write the equations from this truth table. Okay, y1, what is y1? y1 is 1 only when input is 1 0 0, then 1 0 1, and then 1 1 1. So corresponding to this, what is input pattern? Corresponding to this y1, what is input pattern? A, B bar, C bar. Okay, corresponding to this one, what is input? A, B bar, C. Corresponding to the last one, what is output? A, B, C. Okay, that means 0 is indicated by bar inverted version, and 1 is indicated by the input itself. Okay, so we can write the equation for y1, that is A, B bar, C bar. That is from this truth table. So A, B bar, C bar. Next is A, B bar, C. Next is A, B, C. Okay, that is why we are writing these equations. We are writing the equations only when y1 equal to 1. Okay, so in this case, we can take C outside. We have to reduce this equation C outside. So this will be appearing AB bar plus AB. And here also A can be taken outside. So again A is taken outside. So this will become B plus B bar. What is B plus B bar? That is equal to 0. Sorry, that is equal to 1. So this is equal to A B bar C bar plus AC into 1. That is AC. Again we can take A outside. So this will become A into B bar C bar plus C. Actually you may be familiar with this form. That is, this is in the case of A plus A bar B. What is A plus A bar B? That is A plus B. Similarly, it is in the form of C plus B bar C bar. So this will be C plus B bar. So we can write C plus B bar into A. So that will be AB bar plus AC. So y1 will have the equation AB bar plus AC. So it is in the SOP form, that is sum of product form. So we can implement y1 by using PLA. So next what we have to do is we have to make the equations for y2. Okay, what is equation for y2? y2 is 1 when the input is 0 1 1. So the input pattern is A bar B C. Again y2 is 1 at input is 1 0 1. So the input pattern is A B bar C. And y2 is again 1 when the input pattern is 1 1 1. So y2 will be equal to A B C. So you can write the equations y2 equal to A bar B C plus A B bar C plus A B C. So you have to look at the high outputs. Okay, and you have to write the input combination for that high outputs. So you have to reduce it. Here also we can take AC outside, so this will become b plus b bar, so that will be 1. So you have the equation AC, and in that case you can take C outside, so this will be like this is whenever you are taking C outside. So this is in the form of A plus A bar B, so this is equal to A plus B. So C into A plus B, that is equal to AC plus BC. Okay, so this is Y2. So now we have two equations that is in the SOP form, that is Y1 and Y2. In this equation you have to identify the input variables and output, then only you can design the PLA. Okay, so how many outputs are there? There are two outputs. What are the outputs? Y1 and y2. Okay, so you need two OR gates. Okay, so two outputs are there, you need two OR gates. Okay, that is the first thing. And how many input variables are there? You can see this is the term A, B bar, AC, BC, AC. So here AC is common in both cases. How many variables are there? A, B, C are the variables. Okay, so the number of inputs is 3, and that inputs are indicated by A, B, C. Okay, so the input to the buffer is A, B, C. So that is input is A, B, C. So we need 3 input buffer. And what are the product terms? A, B bar is a product term, AC is a product term, BC is a product term. So here again AC is repeated, so we are not interested to take that. Okay, so how many AND gates we needed? We need 3 AND gates because there are 3 product terms, so we need 3 AND gates. So A, B bar, AC, BC are the product terms, we need 3 AND gates, and the output of the input buffer is A bar, B bar, C bar, and output is Y1, Y2. Then we can design how many inputs will be there? A, B, C. Throw 3 input buffer. We have to first draw the 3 input buffers. So let us draw it. So this is the input buffer. A, B, C are the input. It is given to the input buffer, and output of the input buffer is A bar, B bar, C bar. Okay. What is the next step? Next we have to draw the AND array. For that, how many AND gates we needed? From the equations we needed 3 AND gates. Okay, because there are 3 different product terms. So we have to draw the 3 AND gates first. So these are the 3 AND gates. Next we have to program this AND gate based on our need. So 3 AND gate, first product term is A, B bar, second product term is AC, third product term is BC. So first AND gate output is A, B bar. So A cross marked, B bar is cross marked. Okay, you can see here A cross marked, B bar cross marked. So the output of this AND gate is A, B bar. And next is BC. So how can you program it? B is cross marked from AC. So A is cross marked here, and C is also cross marked. So the output of this AND gate is AC. Third product term is BC. So B is cross marked in the third AND gate, and C is also cross marked. So here we will be getting BC. So 3 product terms will be obtaining here. We can mark that 3 product terms A, B bar, AC, BC. So what is the next step? Next we have to take the sum. So next we have to take the outputs Y1 and Y2. So we need 2 OR gates. So you can directly draw the 2 OR gates like this. Okay, Y1 and Y2. What is Y1? Y1 is A, B bar plus AC. So we can program this OR gate as by cross marking here and here. So that is shown here. A, B bar and AC are connected to this OR gate. So Y1 equal to A, B bar plus AC. So next, second OR gate output is AC plus BC. So we have to cross mark here and here. So this is AC plus BC. So Y2 equal to AC plus BC. So this is the way we are programming OR array and AND array. Okay, so this is a programmable logic array, and here you can or user can configure OR array and AND array. Okay, so first for implementing a logic functions, you have to identify the inputs, outputs and product terms. Then only you can draw the number of AND gates and OR gates. Okay, so this programming is very easy. So go through this programming, and sometimes question may be asked differently. Sometimes here the truth table is given, sometimes the truth table may not be given. So you have to first draw the truth table, then you have to write the equations from the truth table. Okay, sometimes the product of some form may be given, like there is sigma m123 or sigma m347 like that, y1 equal to. So you have to convert it into sum of product term. and you know about it from the third semester. You have studied about it, so like the way the problem may be asked, so prepare for itself. It's okay. Prepare for it. Okay. Thank you for the patient listening. Thank you.